This miniseries is brought to you by the Animaties Patreon. If you want to get access to ad-free episodes, videos, and more, check out patreon.com/Animaties. Howdy, space cowboys, cowgirls, cow-theys, cow-them, and every other cowpoke in between. It's time for another Animaties full series watch through, and this time we've ditched the heavy mind and soul-crushing themes of Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Thank goodness.
And have headed out into the stars to experience the neo-noir space western Cowboy Bebop.
Woo! I'm actually really excited for this. You know, because I petitioned hard for this to be the next one to watch.
It's true, you did.
We're like, what should we do? And I was like, Cowboy Bebop. Like, I've never seen this one. All I know is that it has good music because Nate and I have talked about it. We'll say Nate and I have talked about it. I mean, Nate has talked about it at an extensive, to me while I've been around him. And, and I've heard the music before and things like that. So I was like, okay, I know it's iconic and I feel like it's going to be more my vibe. And so that's why I pushed really hard for it.
Yeah, this is a world full of high-tech weaponry, ships, and more set against a backdrop of old-timey frontier town aesthetics. Like our last one, I have seen it, and as Lindsey just said, she has not, so you will get to listen along as she experiences this Wild West story firsthand. Now, for the folks at home who are uninitiated, Cowboy Bebop was released in 1997. The screenplay was written by Keiko Nobumoto, directed by Shinichiro Watanabe, animated by Studio Sunrise, and with music by Yoko Kanno. The story is as follows. In the year 2071, humanity has spread across the solar system, connected by hyperspace gates, mostly because we really, really fucked up Earth back in 2022. Law enforcement is thin, and bounty hunters known as cowboys hunt down criminals for cash, or in this case, woolongs.
Woolong?
The story follows Spike Spiegel, a laid-back yet deadly skilled bounty hunter, and Jet Black as they travel aboard their spaceship, the Bebop, in search of their next big payday. And along the way, they do pick up an unpredictable crew, adding to the chaos. But beneath the crew's stylish action and humor, every member of the Bebop crew carries a past they can't seem to escape. Are you ready, Lindsey?
Oh, I'm so ready. This sounds like a great time. I just love a ragtag bunch of cowboys going through space, fighting baddies, and all underscored to like amazing music with cool style. And I'm so ready for this.
Yeah, we will be watching the entire series and the movie across 8 episodes of this podcast. Get ready for some rootin' tootin' good times.
Jeez, are we going to have that voice for the entire watch through?
Start with episode 1.
Oh, goodness gracious.
We don't start talking like this down there, sweetheart.
Well, I do declare.
Now, Lindsey, do you think you could make it as a bounty hunter out in space?
Absolutely not. I am such a soft girl. I'm like, no. I couldn't even make it as bounty. I would be the easiest catch. Just be like, here's some wiener dogs and tacos. And then I'll be like, oh, I'm right there. And then they'll be like, we're actually taking you in.
Your crew of teammates is like, we gotta run. And you're like, yeah, but the food just arrived.
Come on, there's chorizo and nachos. What am I gonna do? We can't let it get cold.
No.
We can't let it go to waste.
I think I could, but I honestly feel I would have more fun if I was doing it as a femme fatale.
Ooh. Sorry, I'm just picturing your beard. Like,
well, I'm talking like if I would if I was full on. Not that you can't have a beard and be a femme fatale. But I'm talking
absolutely.
like I would like to be doing this looking like Faye Valentine. Cowboy Bebop is known for many things.
Mm-hmm.
But if we didn't start with its most defining characteristic, we would be doing this wrong, and that is the music.
The music. Oh, Seatbelts fucking crushed it. Knocked it out of the park. Like, easily one of the best pop culture soundtracks. I'm gonna say it.
Oh, Lindsey. It's not just Seatbelt.
Oh, who else is in there? I just know Seatbelt because I was listening to it at work today.
The box set for this entire series has something like 96 songs.
What?
It's not just Seatbelt.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing. That's like such good news.
It's wild how much music there is, and every piece, no matter how small, is perfection.
Oh, it's so like there's such a good variety of musical styles in it, but they all still, like in the orchestration and instrumentation, they all are just such beautiful examples of how it enhances the atmosphere and is just such a really cool part of the storytelling. Like we have cool Tom Waitsy music in like episode 4 that's really great. And then there's, or episode 1 we have the like country twangy steel guitar when we're at the cantina having the like
Mhm.
showdown and stuff like that. Like it's all just it's so well done.
Hell yeah. And also, there's some ska-ish stuff in there, oddly
It
enough.
was the 90s. I get it.
Oh man, no, it's great. Yeah, it's iconic. I don't know any other anime that has such a wide array of like tracks. If there is one
Mhm.
that's just as iconic, let me know. I just off
Yeah.
the top of my head can't think of anything where like the entire thing, like 26 episodes with 96 tracks is crazy.
I can think of other like movies that I love that have incredible soundtracks. Birds of Prey, a lot of the music for that was made specifically for the movie. And it's all, I mean, I'm very biased towards Birds of Prey. I love it, but I also very much am aware that I am the target demographic. But
You're talking about the Harley
this
Quinn Birds of Prey?
Yeah, with Margot
Okay.
Robbie that came out in like 2020.
Yeah.
But like all the music for that was made for the movie and it's so good.
No, I get it. We're gonna talk a lot about the music in this because there's references to music. There's the music itself. There's so many references to so many things in this. And Lindsay, I have so many facts about random crap for you.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
So
Just oozy time but with facts.
there you go. Now, for today's episode, we watched the first 4 episodes, which is where we get and meet our first primary cast.
Mhm.
And before we break that down, what are your first impressions so far?
Oh man. Okay, well first off, Spike kind of looks like the Joker.
What?
He's got a purple suit with a yellow shirt and green hair. He looks like the Joker. But only in some lighting. Some lighting,
His suit is blue.
it's purple.
It's blue.
It's purple in some scenes.
That's okay. Well, it's normally just supposed to be blue.
It looks purple. His hair looks green in some lights. I was like, he looks like the Joker.
The hair, fair, but the jacket is blue and yellow.
It's definitely purple. Go watch it on Crunchyroll. It's purple. Oh my gosh, do we have different sensitivities? Maybe because I think I do have a sensitivity to red, so maybe that's
No,
why
I've
it
done
reads
full
purple to me.
colorblind testing. Maybe your monitor needs some fucking calibrating.
It was
I'm
on my TV.
maybe your TV needs calibrating.
I mean, it was stolen. I didn't steal it. I'm just saying that right now. The the crackhead who lived in my basement for 3 months, I think her John paid her with it, and then she left it at my house when she was evicted. Anyways,
He has a blue ass suit.
we'll agree to disagree. I don't know. Spike's
'cause
cool.
I-
I like Spike.
I googled it, and there's like half of them look purple, half of them look fucking blue.
Okay, so
So
we'll
I
agree
don't
to
know.
disagree. We're both right.
But do you like Spike?
Oh yeah, Spike is really cool.
He's
I
just-
think he has great style. He has great swagger. I just love that
Yes.
he always like you never how do I explain this? Like in episode 1 when he's at the gas station getting choked out, you're like, "Oh shit." And it's he always knows what to do and he's not afraid to like take a punch in order for his plan to be fully like to move his plan along so that it makes it seem like it gives the bounty like a sense of false power over him, which is a really cool psychological trick. Because in the end, it's like, haha, motherfucker, I actually have you. I don't know. I think he's really cool. He's got cool swagger. I don't know. I'm excited. And is he the one that has like the drunken monk fighting style?
Yeah, we'll get into who he's specifically inspired by in a little bit
Ooh.
here.
I don't know. I think he's fun. I like him.
We've also met
Mhm.
Jet Black.
Jet Black. Oh man, I also like Jet Black. I like when we first meet him and he's like cooking dinner for them and Spike's like, "What's for dinner?" And he goes, "Beef and green peppers or something like that."
Yeah,
And there's no beef in it. And he's like, "Well, yeah,
He's
but it's
so
still beef and
pissed.
green peppers. It just doesn't have the beef in it because he couldn't afford it." No, but he's cool. He's like Spike's accomplice and all of this, his partner in bounty hunting, and he
I
has a
just
lot of
love-
support. He's good at slots.
yeah. I just love that he's like the muscle, but he often stays behind on the ship.
Yeah.
Like
He's doing recon and all like the
Yeah.
computer work.
And I'm like, dude, you're the big guy with the metal arms and shit.
Yeah, you
should
got some
be
sort
out
of like cyborg upgrade.
there. You should be the one causing all of the trouble.
Yep.
Now, we've already talked about the first two characters of episode 1, so we might as well jump into episode 1.
Yeah, well, this episode is about the bounty of Asimov, some sort of Russian guy who stole a bunch of some sort of drug called Bloody Eye.
Yeah, the episode is titled Asteroid Blues.
Ooh.
This episode's title is a nod to the West End Blues by Louis Armstrong.
Oh, good to know.
I have one of these for every episode.
Musician? Wow. They had some really fun titles.
Yeah, they're all music references.
Oh, good to know. That's probably why some of them sounded familiar.
Yeah, some of them are just straight up the exact song title, and some are like cheeky little plays like Asteroid Blues. Yeah, it's all about the whole, like, the core of the episode is catching a drug dealer who's selling PCP, Bloody Eye, which is modeled after PCP because PCP can do some enraging and also numb certain pain.
Oh, interesting. I was like, I love that the straight edge person is telling me all about PCP. I was like, I actually don't know what PCP is.
I got facts.
Is it angel dust?
I don't remember that, if that's that or not. I just remember PCP. But the real main character of this episode, for me, is a girl named Katerina.
Is that the pregnant person?
In quotes, pregnant? Yes.
Yeah. It was funny because I've only seen the first episode. And so, but I didn't really remember what happened, but I remember seeing her pregnant belly and being like, oh no, this poor woman is being dragged around by some drug dealing, like, methed out weirdo, and she's pregnant. And then it's revealed in the final showdown that her pregnancy belly is actually where they're storing all of this Bloody Eye that they, like, stole from a lab.
Yeah.
Man.
But we start off this episode with an incredibly somber tone. The music is somber, it's black and white.
The roses, and it's raining.
Which you'll learn more about later on, which I'm sure words like that haunt you when I say that.
They always do. Because Spike talked about he was killed once by a woman. So I'm wondering if it's in relation to this scene that we see in this cold open. If
interesting
that's the woman,
thoughts, Lindsay.
Who knows? I'm just going to say it now on the record that is what I think when he is referring to being killed by a woman.
Hey, you'll find out. But yeah, they hit us with this somber, and then they just like jump straight into the banger of an intro song.
Which you cannot skip. It's so good.
No, there's times where, like, I'll skip the intro song after the first time hearing it, but for this one, I'm just like, I just let it play.
It's fabulous.
It's perfection.
Yeah, I love it. I love it so much.
But then we just instantly get like shot into this just harmonic, or this blues harmonica, as like you had mentioned. They're cooking dinner. They're doing their little slice of life moment.
Doing Tai Chi or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just like every scene is either silent or just with a banger. And it's so good.
Yep. Man, it's so fabulous. Yeah. But then, so after this, they kind of get their bounty, get the lowdown on Asimov. So they go to, I don't know, investigator or whatever. We meet Asimov for the first time as he's going into this saloon, I guess.
Yes.
He orders a Bloody Mary or something, which is code for like,
I got the drugs.
I got drugs. And the thing is, they go and show it. And I was so scared that there was a needle going into this man's eye. You wouldn't have liked that. No, I hated it very much. By the way, I'm going to go finally see The Substance next week. So that's also going to be really fun with a needle phobia.
Well, have fun. But no needles in the eye. It just sprays.
No, it just sprays.
Just aerosol.
But then he just kind of goes into a methed out rage because there's also people after him for this drug. And he just, it ends into shoot up. It's insane.
Yeah, he works for a company called the Syndicate, which is a big thing in this whole series.
I was going to say, one of my predictions for this entire show was I was like, I feel like we're not done with this Bloody Eye shit. And I feel like it's going to be like something to do with the drugs or like.
No, it's pretty episodic.
Oh, it is pretty episodic?
They destroyed the entire supply of it. It takes 2 months to make per vial.
I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I don't know if I just thought that there was like something else going on with like.
I'm not saying, I'm just saying they destroyed every vial.
Okay.
Who knows if, know.
Oh, well then.
But yeah, bro, like, hulks the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like,
it's crazy.
And like his like girlfriend's there and she's just like blasting away with her guns. And this scene shows off something I love about 90s anime.
Oh, yeah.
Pure raw destruction by firearms that has been hand animated with love and care. Watching wood blast apart and glass shatter with this much detail makes my heart fucking sing. This and Trigun do their gun-based destruction so well, and it's just like, Every
Like, I'm
bullet
with it.
impact does something, and it's so damn good. Now, also, Asimov's eyes and face in this scene,
Oh my gosh, they keep getting bigger and buggier. Oh man, and the more bloodshot. It just seems so awful.
bro takes on all these gunmen just like with sheer raw aggression.
Mhm.
And like that's such an intense thing to do, to be like, here, you want me to prove that the drugs are real? Okay, let me enrage myself with PCP.
I know. You're like, okay, well, this is terrifying.
Like, that can't be an enjoyable drug. You just get really ragey.
My thing is like, what is the come down from that drug like?
Well, we see it in the show. He's constantly vomiting. He's super sick. He's still
He's
raging.
irritable,
Mm-hmm.
like yelling at his quote unquote pregnant girlfriend,
Ugh.
which like is crazy because the whole entire like the way that this conflict ends is like she realizes that they're this is never going to end. Like they're going to get to Mars and they're still just going to have trouble. And like she basically sees her future with her boyfriend crumble and the corruption that's happened. And she basically just murder suicides them on
Yeah.
their way to Mars. It's so heartbreaking.
She wanted to be the one to kill him instead of the police, and then she let what happened happen to her. But man, when we meet Katarina, god damn it, she's so gorgeous.
I mean, yeah, she's stunning. Beautiful hair. Her boobs are out. She's got a cute little dress on.
Fun fact, her design is based off Salma Hayek in Desperado.
That makes sense. I definitely see the Salma Hayek references in that.
Almost everything in this show, you should assume, has some kind of reference.
Well, we've already
Because-
gotten the Joker out of the way.
Oh my gosh. Look, everything's a reference. Like when Spike, before he gets choked out, you mentioned earlier, after he meets her, he meets Katarina, he steals a hot dog, they kind of joke around, but he ends up meeting them again, and he like fights Asimov, but you were asking about his fighting style. So he's modeled after Bruce Lee.
Oh, cool.
His like jumping back and forth and the waving of the arms and that style is all modeled after Bruce Lee. Now he has some other fighting styles he mimics, but his primary character trait was to be done after Bruce Lee.
That's really cool.
Which
And
is
now that you're saying that, I definitely I definitely
it's
see that reference.
very loose kind of like
Yeah.
flow.
Yep.
And it's like, it's so good, and he's fighting them. Of course, eventually he gets choked out, like you said. But yeah, I wanted to say that Katarina's character is wasted by having her get killed off at the end of this episode, but it's not, because they gave her such a tragic end that it has more weight to the series than having her be some background character here and there.
Yeah, they definitely they made her more dimensional and giving her this like emotional arc and seeing her motivations and goals definitely makes her more sympathetic and made this kind of ending outcome more heartbreaking. So,
Yeah. And it like
yeah.
you hit like this final chase scene after like these crazy little battles, and then that's it, murder suicide. And you're like, holy fuck, the constant tonal shifts, the incredible soundtrack, the fantastic animation, and then that ending, you're just like, this shit's not playing around.
No.
This is gonna be, you kind of think like, oh, this might be a little dark of a show, because we haven't seen a lot of comedy leading up to it at this point.
There's been like quirky little bits, like when Spike is the sombrero and the poncho on at the cantina, like that's kind of fun, and the beef and pepper kind of thing is, and then the fact that they like bookend with the episode with the beef and bell pepper,
again. Yeah. But it hasn't been like a laugh out loud, you'd add the genre comedy as like a main primary genre yet.
Yeah, I don't think I would put this as a comedy first. I think I would list this more as, I don't know, like adventure.
It depends on the episode, because we get to episode 2, Stray Dog Strut, which is a nod to the song.
Stray Cats.
Yeah, Stray Cat Strut by the Stray Cats, a rockabilly band from 1981.
Freaking love the Stray Cats.
And that's one of the first songs I learned on bass, was that one.
That makes sense. It's a very, very bass-centric song, so that makes sense.
Yeah, it's great. This episode is incredibly simple in its premise.
It's basically baddie steals something in suitcase, and then he loses the suitcase. Turns out dog in suitcase wants dog. There's like a weird chase to get this dog, and then Spike ends up with the dog somehow. Like it is just a basic chase episode. But like, oh man, you put a corgi in anything, so I would be so excited. Like, I think you got the text message of me just all in caps being like, corgi!
Is he staying as part of the crew? Let me know
He
if
was
he's
like,
staying as part of the crew.
please say he's part of the main cast. And I've been informed that he is, so I'm very thankful because I love corgis.
I love Ein. Aside from the fact that he's adorable, he's actually smart. During the episode when like Hakim kind of gets him back for a bit, he like steals him and gets him into a car, but the corgi jumps on the wheel and starts pressing the buttons.
Yeah, I was like, did that corgi just jump on the steering wheel and very specifically push buttons?
Yes. He's a
Oh, man.
scientifically enhanced smart dog.
Okay, yes, I was like, I didn't fully hear or whatever what was so special about this dog.
He is a little genius stuck in a little tiny dog's body.
Oh, I love it so much. He's such a good boy.
He is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I love him. He does not like Spike so far.
Yeah,
And,
they're
like-
at odds, bumping heads.
He's just like a sweet little guy. But we're also introduced to two other characters in this episode. Do you know who I'm talking about?
The pet shop lady who I'm going to be in 30 years.
Nope.
Oh, well.
We are introduced to the big shot TV hosts, Punch and Judy.
Oh, their names are Punch and Judy?
Uh-huh.
Oh, interesting.
Does that ring a
'cause those
bell?
Well, Punch and Judy are puppets.
Ding, ding, ding.
It's funny because the reference I have from them is from Gone Girl.
Yeah, they are based off the Punch and Judy puppet shows that date all the way back to the 1700s.
Yeah, and they were like kind of domestic violence-y.
Yeah, that's not them in this show, but that is what they are
No.
based on because their names are, Punch and Judy.
Man,
And
they're
Punch
fun.
is-
That's a
Punch
fun
is
way of
hilarious.
introducing the bounties each week. I think that's a really fun I don't know, plot device.
Having a TV show just for bounty hunters is so good.
And just the fact that it's so campy.
It's not just like, welcome, our next bounty is this. Like, Judy comes out there, she's like, hi there, boys, with her
She's
fucking...
like, I forgot my shirt, but we're just gonna talk about
Oh,
what the
man.
bounties are this week.
She is wearing nothing but a bandana and a cowboy duster with just boobage to high heaven.
Yep.
Holy moly, I love her. She's
Man.
great. Her voice reminds me of like Mimi from Digimon.
Oh, yeah, I can see that, definitely.
It's like a little southern girl, but
A
like
little
always
Southern
excited,
belle.
happy.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, this show is all references, even weird ones like Punch and Judy.
I mean, yep, but it's great. I love it. I don't know why it made me think of Walton Goggins, but it just did. I think it's because he has a southern accent. And...
I mean, fair.
Yeah.
Ein gets stolen a couple times in this episode, like you had mentioned,
Mhm.
but you'd also just mentioned the pet shop lady.
I love her.
She's a weird one.
She's who I want to be in 30 years. She's colorful. She's eccentric. She kind of sounds like Liza. I love it.
So there is a translation error in that part of the episode.
Oh, interesting.
They say the dog's only worth 2 wulongs.
Uh-huh.
It is actually 200. The dub is
Okay.
wrong.
Oh, no.
When he's like, give me at least 200 in the Japanese sub, she does say he's worth about 200. Now that's still not a lot. Like, okay, for those that watch the dub, the money conversions are all over the fucking place. The sub,
Yeah.
they're all fine. But they're basically calling this corgi worthless money-wise in this world, which is a dick move.
Because he's
but-
adorable.
Wulongs equate to 1 wulong is about 1 penny-ish of, at the time, Japanese yen, I believe.
Okay.
So 0.00031 US dollars per wulong. So an $8 million bounty in wulongs is actually not as much money as it sounds,
Mhm.
but wulongs are different. So for example, when they're out for lunch, I think one of the meals was like a $12,000 meal. So wulongs are worth more, kind of like, again, the Japanese yen is where, like, for us, it's $1, but for them, it's like 100 yen.
Okay.
So when something says it's 8 million, it's not quite as much as you'd think. Like 8 million is a massive payday,
Mhm.
but it's not actually 8 million.
Okay, good to
Money
know,
is a
good to
little
know.
more, is very different in this world.
Interesting. It's like with Vampire Hunter D when it's like, we'll pay you $3 million. And they're
Yeah,
like, that's so
exactly.
much money. And then it was like a horse is $300,000. And you're like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
maybe money is a little bit different here.
Yeah, exactly. But the main bad guy of this scene, of this episode, is the Abdul Hakim.
For episode 2?
Yeah.
Yes.
And fun fact about this week's bounty, Abdul Hakim's design is based on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
Oh.
who normally is in the world of sports, but actually fought Bruce Lee in a movie called Game of Death under the character name Mantis.
Ooh.
So you get Bruce, you're basically getting a battle between these two characters as if they are Bruce Lee and Mantis, with certain scenes had similar sort of like animation moment or well, animation, but movement moments from the battle
Choreography.
scenes. Yeah, that's the word. So that's really cool. This also, after Ein, because at one point Ein escapes.
Mhm.
Great. He's running around, everyone's chasing Ein. This is a reference to, or at least it looks like it's a reference to the replicant chase scene in the original Blade Runner movie.
Oh, yeah, now that you say that, it kind of does make sense. I can see that connection.
Yeah, but I just love that we go from this intense episode to like, we're gonna chase a dog through the streets for 20 minutes. Fighting and like doing belly flops onto boats and then swimming like good boys and getting
Mm.
walked on a leash as baits and just like, it's so funny.
Fun fact, corgis' butts float.
They do. They
I
got a
love
lot of
that.
fat in them butts.
They're so great. Yep.
Although I will say, this is the second episode where they use a mystic to like guide them on where they need to go. Because in episode one,
Yeah, they have a shaman.
yeah, but in this one, the bad guy goes to like a guy who uses his bird to tell fortunes, and I'm like,
Oh,
that's a
right.
bit lazy.
Yep. Oh man, I forgot about that. Yeah.
But I do love the way they find the dog,
The dog whistle or in the suitcase?
the whistle,
The dog. Oh yeah, they just all these dogs chasing this van.
just like 3 mile radius dog whistle, and everyone's
Oh
freaking the
man.
fuck out.
I liked the one driver just being like, I didn't hear anything.
It's like, yeah, no shit,
It's a dog
dumbass.
whistle. You can't. It's too high for you to hear.
Well, even in the scene with them in the car, those two scientists, the one just keeps rambling, and the other guy's like,
Yeah,
okay,
not paying attention at all.
don't give a shit what you have to fucking say.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's such a simple premise of an episode, but it's done with so much action. It's like there shouldn't be this much action for chasing a dog.
Yeah, but I mean, it's great, and it's all underscored by like fun bongo centric music.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
one stampede I would not mind being trampled by.
Oh, I would love that so much. Just a stampede of good boys.
Now, another big theme in this show is not getting paid.
Yeah, I'm noticing that.
Because, like, the dude they're chasing ends up crashing into a police station and basically giving himself up.
Yeah. Which I was like, what a way to go.
And for some reason, and I mean, I totally understand why, but for some reason, they keep the dog instead of giving it up.
I mean, it's a good boy. I feel like Spike was the one that was like, no, we're keeping the dog.
Well,
Or
obviously, in
not
the end
Spike,
of the
sorry,
episode.
Jet.
No. It'd be Spike. Because at
Would
the end of
it?
the thing, he gives up catching Hakeem to save the dog after it falls off the bridge.
Oh,
That's
you were
why
correct.
Hakeem keeps getting away and crashes. He goes
Yep.
for the dog. Even he himself is like, damn it, and goes after the dog. I get it.
Oh man.
This show is basically Contractor Simulator because we are always chasing payments.
Oh my gosh, yes we are. Oh, this invoice doesn't have your middle name on it, so we can't pay you. Why does that matter?
The first time I started contracting, so I didn't have a GST number because in Canada, if you make under a certain amount, you don't need to charge GST.
Mhm.
And this client was like, I'm not paying you until you have a GST number. And I said, I don't legally need one, which means you don't legally need one. And they said, well, too bad for you. So I had to. Here's the crazy part. The invoice was $140. It cost me $70 to get my GST number. So I had to pay
Lame.
half the fucking invoice just to get it.
I hate that.
Yeah, I upped my hourly wage for them on the next project to make up for
Yeah, as you should.
it. Now, any other
Mhm.
thoughts on episode 2?
No, I really liked it. I thought it was fun. It was a fun, quirky little episode.
Well, speaking of quirky fun, next episode 3 is Honky Tonk Women, which is obviously a reference to the Rolling Stones song Honky Tonk Women.
Whoa. Such
Who
a
would have
stretch.
thought?
I never
And
would have clocked that. I mean, I
this
wouldn't have
time-
because I don't know
Oh.
Rolling Stone songs.
Me neither. I just was Googling everything. This time we meet the femme fatale herself, Faye Valentine.
Hell yeah, we do. And she says the stellar line of first rule of combat, shoot them before they shoot you.
Look. Are there some moments where the dialogue falls a little flat? Yes. Are some lines delivered terribly? Yes. Is this still one of the better dubs we've ever listened to? Yes.
I don't know. The Ghost Stories one was pretty great.
Oh, for
Samurai pizza
different
cats.
reasons. Again, for very different fucking reasons, you ding dong. But I love Faye because we introduce her as like this like sexy, like going up to the bar,
They're like
like
confident.
ready to have a gunfight, and then just gets her fucking ass owned. And
Oh
5 minutes
yeah.
later, she's just a goofy bean.
She's like in handcuffs, and we're like, well, this took a very different turn.
Yeah. So Faye as a character, what do you think of her?
Okay.
Uh oh.
I am gonna be a grumpy feminist for a moment.
Uh oh.
I hope that she doesn't just exist to be a romantic interest for Spike. That is
Interesting.
my hope. Because I just want women to have their own autonomy and motivations and goals and not sacrifice them for men. That's the only thing I want. That's because she's like the token female. Everyone's male except for we have to have a woman. So let's make this woman. And she's sexy. She's got her short shorts on. She's got her, her bra top and things like that on. And like I understand, like she has to weaponize her feminine wiles to kind of not help, but like in order for her to succeed in achieving certain outcomes that she wants. I totally get that and can understand that, but I just hope that's not like her only thing. Again, I'm hopeful that it's not and that she's not just there to be a romantic lead, but that's just what I want.
You don't know what's coming. You might be right. You might be wrong. I'm not going to spoil anything for you.
Good.
But other than that, I don't know. She's such a she's cocky like he is, but she is also very capable, but she refuses to be capable. She's extra lazy half the time.
It's so interesting because she's obviously very smart and she's very resourceful because she's able to cheat many men out of lots of money.
Now, when I say lazy, I don't mean that as a bad thing. I mean, she's doing it. She's being lazy and getting away with it because
Mhm.
if someone's going to give you everything you need, why would you do anything?
Well, yeah,
If
absolutely.
someone called you tomorrow and said, "Hi, you don't know me. I want to pay your rent for the rest of your life, and you never have to see me," you're not going to say no.
No, I'm gonna be like, yes, please pay my mortgage.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, if anybody wants to pay my mortgage for me, please, animates at gmail.com, I believe is our email address. Please get in touch. I would love for you to pay my mortgage.
No, yeah, yeah. No, I love Faye Valentine because she's just I don't know. I just love her silly, goofy personality, but also like she can get shit done when she needs to get shit done.
Mhm.
It's just why do it if you don't have to?
Yeah.
But I don't know. So good. But we meet her because she gets captured and she basically has to pay off her debt by working at a casino.
Mhm. Yeah, and she basically has to like scam Spike out of all of his money and then get him to tip her his last chip. And because that last chip is what the baddies need specifically.
And it'll get rid of all her debts.
Yeah, exactly. And then what happens is she's successful, but she thinks she's gonna get it done. And then Spike does not tip her the last chip. And she's like, what the hell? And like gives him grief for it and stuff like that.
And he's not
And
even the right fucking Spike.
I know. And then my favorite is when she does get to the right guy, it's like, well, I don't want to give it to you. And then he swallows the chip and it pisses her off because she needs it in order to get rid of her debt. That's her motivation.
That is not the only shit he swallows. Because at the start of this, when they're going to the casino, Jet Black is like, you can't smoke in here. And he swallows the whole fucking cigarette.
Jeez.
Every time I see that scene, it makes me gag.
Well, that's fair because you don't smoke.
You think people that do want to swallow a cigarette,
Sometimes you have a
filter and
stressful day.
all,
Sometimes you have a stressful day, dude.
and you want to eat a cigarette?
Yep.
I have never met a single person so stressed they went to a dollar store instead of a bag of chips, grabbed a pack of smokes, and were just like,
Why
nom,
are you
nom, nom, nom,
You're
nom.
not getting cigarettes at a dollar store?
Or corner store,
I was
whatever.
like, where the hell are you shopping?
You know what I mean.
Our straight edge co-host.
You know what I mean.
Do
I've
I?
never seen anyone buy cigarettes to eat them as a snack.
No, that's only in Reno.
Although an old friend of mine in high school was in the welding class, and one day he like looked up inside like the welding hood vent and found a pack of smokes from the 70s.
Oh man, those are going to be dry.
Now, no. Because all of the fumes and all of the stuff that's being sucked up into those vents were absorbing into this opened pack of cigarettes. They were black.
Oh no.
And he,
Tried to
being
smoke
who
one?
he was, he didn't try, he did, and
Oh,
got
no.
violently sick from
Wow, I
30 years
wonder-
of chemical
wonder
welding lab
why.
built up.
Jeez. This is why men don't live as long as women.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
So like you said, she catches up, he eats the thing, all the guys show up and they're like, we're gonna get you anyways. And then she calls her ship and again starts this fucking track, just like and then just busts into it. Every fucking every fucking thong in this show.
Wow.
We do see quite a bit of her coming up from her sides. I like the high whipped part of her, or high waisted part of her outfit.
The high whipped?
But yeah, she like gets in her ship and she tries to get away.
Ooh. Yeah, it doesn't go well.
Poor Jet, though. He made so much money in chips and it just has to throw it all away.
I know. Is it like 40,000 or something?
200,000.
Oh, jeez. Poor guy. And aren't they like on her windshield or something as she's flying away?
Yeah. And then they like somehow get to their ship, and I don't remember this part directly, but they like get in their ship and they capture her ass.
Yep. They like
lock her
handcuff her to the bathroom.
And like, man, not even like with a hand free, which she complains about. Like, she is on a toilet, which is embarrassing enough, but she can't even go to the bathroom. She's just a pee through her pants.
Yep. I was like, guys, come
on. Fuck?
Whatever. So they go to investigate this chip, and turns out there's like a microchip in it called the Crypt Breaker or something. Basically, it's like advanced artificial intelligence that can unlock any lock or something like that. Did I understand that correctly?
Keys.
Yeah. And like the creator was killed.
No one can get another one.
Yeah. So like that's why it's so important. Sorry, I have the hiccups apparently. So that in the wrong hands would not be good. Faye slips her handcuffs, gets caught by Ein. Is that the dog's name? Ein?
Yes, like
German
Einstein.
for one? Oh,
no,
okay.
It's Einstein because he's a smart dog.
That makes sense.
Did you not pick up on that?
No. I didn't even know the dog's name until now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just had him in my notes as the Corgi.
I don't actually know if they've named him at this point or not.
Oh, well,
I can't
probably
remember.
Not.
But his name is Ein, like Einstein.
Ein, zwei, drei. Yeah, it's great. Faye gets away, and the guys get away with the chip, and that's how we kind of end episode 3.
Whoa, hold on. Hold the fuck on here.
No, we're just going to keep going.
No, you're missing a huge fucking important part of this shit.
Well, I didn't take notes on it.
Because, like, Faye gets away or whatever, but, like, they're gonna trade the chip for money with the guy who wanted it from Faye.
Oh, right. So they're gonna do the deal.
Swap cash for the chip, but then they, like, go to shoot him instead, and then starts my favorite song of the episode, that, like, we're silent, we're in dead space, we're silent, we're making the thing, the gun goes off, and all of a sudden it's like, boom, music. And, like, more anime need to be experimental in their music. Everyone's like, battle scene? Put in the rock or the techno. And it's like, no, man. Give me Dragon Ball with like a jazz breakdown one battle.
Just really mix genres.
Kame ha ha me ha, like that would be fucking hilarious. But yeah, they all escape. And again, it wouldn't be Cowboy Bebop if the boys did not lose out on yet another bounty, because the bro who's shooting at them ends up having his ship blown up and dying.
Yeah.
And they go to the casino to spend their final chip. And I'm like, someone must want to buy that other than this guy.
Nope.
Like, hold on to that shit.
I know. I was like, it's a huge, like, lock breaking, like, in the wrong hands, it could do a lot of fucking damage. But
you'd think.
Apparently there's only one bad guy in the entire solar system who would want it.
Episode 4 is titled Gateway Shuffle. This is the first episode to be based on a musical concept / style instead of a song. In this case, the shuffle. For the folks at home, that is a rhythmic feel based on triplets where eighth notes are played with a long short pattern, creating a skipping or swinging effect. If you don't play an instrument, you probably have no fucking clue what I'm talking about.
Nope.
Lindsay, this episode has a bit of a wild ass concept.
You mean an old woman trying to develop a virus to turn everybody into angry monkeys is a weird concept?
Because people are eating sea rats?
Yeah. Which I was like, what the fuck is a sea rat?
It's like a fish, but with like a rat head.
Yeah, we can eat that. That's fine.
Well, no, we can't, because apparently they're fucking disgusting.
Oh, well, deep fry it. It's fine. Put some cheese on it. I don't know.
That's kind of the gist of this. I love this episode because we start with Faye just living in her own filth in space.
Everything is empty. She's like, sees someone, like, she gets a signal that there's a ship nearby, and she's like, time to turn on the Riz. And he just like flies past her. And does he explode or something?
He goes into hyperdrive.
Okay.
Which, like, I get it. How many times has a ship in space heard the, oh, I've run out of fuel, can you help me? And then got their asses jacked.
Yeah, that's how pirates do things.
Exactly. So, like, I understand it. But also, running out of fuel in space sounds terrifying.
Yeah, that's a no for me, dog.
I understand in this world people are traveling through space all the time.
Yeah.
But like I'm picturing it now and it's like as if you're like on a spacewalk and your cable gets cut and no one can get out to you and you just float until you die.
Yeah, because there's no gravity to slow you down, so you're just staying in perpetual motion.
Yeah, and it's not like you can like open the back of your suit to like fart to get some like propulsion or something.
No, you're Dutch ovening yourself till the end of your life.
Yeah.
That's a happy thought.
But yeah, everyone's just like, fuck you.
Yep. Anyways, there's a $25 million bounty on the mom of these eco soldiers. And so they're like, well, I guess we're just gonna collect this bounty on you, old lady. You're coming with us.
It's because she kills the other bounty they're going for because they were eating sea rat.
Okay. She's like, it's great. I don't know. And then it's really funny because they have her in the mom in their ship, like strapped to a chair so she doesn't leave, all this stuff. And then Spike gets a notification from a police officer being like, yeah, the bounty on her was canceled, so you need to let her go. Otherwise, this is just kidnapping. I was like, oh no.
Twinkle Maria Murdoch is her name.
That's a fantastic name.
And her little mama's boys, which are quite literally her mama's boys.
Literally.
She's a creepy skeleton thin old lady, the debonair style. She's really loves gaunt. The environment and animals, but she's also the leader of a terrorist organization.
Yeah.
Under the guise of an environmental organization.
Yep.
And yeah, they cancel her bounty because they're like, oh, we're going to release a virus if you don't actually do this.
That turns everybody into monkeys.
Literally everyone.
Yep. Even one of her sons, she turns into a monkey.
Yeah, she's turned multiple of her kids into monkeys, by the way.
Yep, that doesn't surprise me at all.
Anytime they fuck up, they get turned into a monkey.
Yep. Oh, man.
But they're not alone on that ship, though, once they capture her.
No, because Faye Valentine shows up.
You do not understand the hold it had on fans.
Oh, her chained up?
When they catch her and it is that slow pan up in that iconic yellow outfit, she's like, chained with her hands up and she's just smiling like,
oh yeah, that was probably a sexual awakening for a lot of people back in the 90s.
Yeah, men and women saw that and were like, oh. Trust me, being like a teen seeing that, you're like, oh, oh my. Ooh. So that's a scene. But like, I love that while we're getting this backstory from that cop that was like, hey, by the way, they're canceling all this shit.
Who was reading a skin mag on the job?
Yep. Spike finds this little device in Faye's stuff and is trying so hard to open it and like shoots it open, not knowing it's a fucking virus.
Oh my gosh. That was really funny. I was like, oh no. And he's like twisting it and smacking it and throwing it. And I was like, oh shit.
That dumb motherfucker.
Oh my gosh, I love it so much.
But like, leave it to the fucking government to fuck shit up because the whole point was we will not turn all these people to monkeys if you made our demands. And one of the demands was like, you can no longer harvest ratfish.
Yeah.
And then they like get her back and they're like, by the way, we've made it so that it's protected so you can only harvest only a little bit to keep the populations good. You motherfucker, that's not what she asked for. She asked for none.
But it's an industry that we make money off of this. We can't just, stop it completely. We have stocks and things like that we need to
Our
keep
rich
going.
Friends' businesses need to keep profiting.
Yeah, exactly.
Profits over people is fucking bullshit, my guy.
Yes.
You can't destroy a whole planet to keep some fucking fish.
I was saying, fun fact,
people's
you
plates.
cannot eat money or drink it.
No, you cannot.
Your stocks and bonds will not sustain you.
No, they will not.
So...
But they're like, fuck you, now that we're free, we're gonna blow up all of
We're
these things.
we're gonna
And
yeah, they have, like, the missile or whatever filled with the monkey virus.
hmm Now, do you know
And
how it
yeah.
gets stopped?
Sorry?
Do you know how they stop it?
Well, Faye shows up and negotiates, like, getting 60% of whatever to help them stop it and, like, shoot the missile or something.
Kind of. They go into hyperdrive.
Mhm.
And while they're in hyperdrive, they get the missiles released, which destroys them
Hmm.
because they're no longer protected by a hyperdrive system.
Yeah.
But then Twinkle Maria Murdoch gets her comeuppance.
Oh my gosh, this was so good. I loved this because Spike slips the vial into her pocket without her noticing, and it's on the ship, and then it just like explodes. They get exposed to their own, and their downfall is their own virus. I love it.
They are going to be monkeys on this ship, just raging at each other and slowly killing and eating each other.
So good, so dark, but so good.
Oh yeah, so good. And just boom, monkified, baby. And then of course we end with Faye just joining the boys' ship without asking anybody.
Hmm. She's like, I'm here,
Yeah, Spike's like, what the fuck? And Jet's like, I don't give a shit.
and then Ein is just
Mark.
being a good boy.
Yeah, what does he give a fuck? There's more pets.
Hmm.
If you're a dog, more people are around you. You're just like, great.
All the belly scratches.
Mm.
Mm.
Belly, belly, belly. Any more final notes or things you have questions on with episode 4?
No, thankfully this show is a lot easier to follow.
And the episodes go by real fast.
Yes.
Neon Genesis, 24 minutes of an episode feels
Jesus
like an
Christ.
hour.
Oh my gosh. It's like pulling teeth at some points.
But these are so fast with the action and what's going on. It's just
Mhm.
like, you're like, boom, boom, boom. Oh, fuck, all 4 are done. Shit.
It's great. It's awesome. Yeah. No, I'm
It's a
excited to
nice-
keep watching this.
It's a nice break because we've already decided what our next watch through is after this one. And we're
Jesus
gonna get
Christ.
dark again. Real fucking dark. So you request, because originally we were gonna do that right after, and I was like,
I
don't
know,
feel-
and I was like, I can't. I need
Yeah.
something more upbeat.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if I feel comfortable giving you another dark thing. And you were like, this.
Especially with my mental breakdown towards the end of our Evangelion. And I was just like, I don't fucking care about this show anymore. Everybody sucks. I hope they all die.
At least, unlike Neon Genesis, they're all in their 20s.
I know. I am very thankful that these are all adults. Holy shit. I am so happy that these are all adults. And so
Now-
far, it doesn't seem like there's any like creepy like loopholes that people are trying to make happen.
There is technically one loophole,
Fuck off.
but not in the way you think. And you may not have picked up on some comments made in episode 3 when we first meet Faye and her employer.
Fuck off. Is Faye 14?
No,
Good. I was like,
no,
I will
It-
burn this show.
quite the opposite.
She 90? Is she an old
just-
lady?
You just have to wait and see.
Oh, well then.
But yeah, no. You're not going to have to worry about any of that weird bullshit in this one.
Thank God. Holy shit.
We can actually say the characters are hot.
Yay!
Here's a question:
Okay.
if you met Spike, would you go on a date with him?
I feel like he has enough charisma that he could probably win me over. Yeah.
Ooh. What about Jet Black?
Yeah, I think so.
His beard's kind of pointy, but like
And I like his kind of like weird dry humor.
he's very dry. he's very dry.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Would you I was gonna say, would you go on a date with Asimov?
No, not with the
No.
PCP rage induced crazy person. No.
And again, quick note on that first episode. Katarina and him were together before he got addicted to that stuff. He stole it so that he could give them a new, better life.
Hmm.
And then he got addicted to it.
Yeah. That's why you
And
don't get
it's-
high on your own supply. Biggie said
you
it
heard-
best.
You heard it here, folks. That's the Animates mantra. Don't
We
get
side
high
with
on your own
Biggie.
supply.
Don't get high on your own supply.
Oh, man.
Oh man, that's how you get to Mars.
But this has been our first episode of our Cowboy Bebop watch through. Unless you've got
Mhm.
more notes about general
No.
questions or something.
Nope. This isn't fucking Neon Genesis. I don't have
No.
5 billion questions with what the fuck is going on.
That's fair. Bit of a different format. We're a little more kind of all over the place, talking about things kind of as they matter to us. doing a little bit less breakdown than we normally do. Let us know if you prefer that, a little more just kind of free form, doing our thing, or if you prefer a little bit more structured like we were with Neon Genesis. We obviously want to do what you folks like.
Prefer.
If you like these long form series or our podcast in general, and you want to support the show, you can do so by going to our Patreon at patreon.com/animates, where you can sign up for free, but also with a little bit of a donation to kind of help the channel and podcast grow. You get access to ad-free episodes, videos, bonus content we put out. You also get access to our community Discord, and you get a chance to have your name read out on the show, which I'm going to do right now, starting with our support. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
Lindsey is.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
You got to send me the list then, because I don't have access to it.
I'm doing it right now.
Okay.
Literally, as I was compiling this list for you, I kid you not, we just got in a brand new patron.
What?
I refreshed the screen because I messed up grabbing the list, and there it is.
Ooh.
So we've got a new one.
I'm excited.
I won't make you do this every time, but for some reason I decided right now that you're doing it.
Fine. I'll do it then. Oh gosh, and you made it as tiny as possible. Okay. All right, so we are starting with our supporting characters. We have Heisei Holmes, Aladoris, Cammy, Matthew. Oh gosh. Okay. And now we're moving on to our retro cuties, which is Jesus Christ. Carly something Jepsen.
No, that's the Gundam name. That's
I
the
know.
Gundam name. I believe it's pronounced like Quack.
Carly Quack Jepsen? I don't
Something
know.
like that.
Sure. Followed by Duffo.
Give it to us the way I normally do here.
No.
Do it. Our final retro cutie. Do it.
He's gonna listen to it.
Do it.
I can't go that deep.
Just try.
I hate you. I hate you so much. Our final retro cutie is a deep
No. You gotta get lower in that register. Come on.
I have to like figure out how to get to that part of my register.
Doesn't have to be good.
I'm sorry. Just me trying to figure out where in my body that needs to vibrate off of.
From your
Okay.
taint.
Thank you. Okay. I'll just breathe into my taint. A deep, sexy voice says, relax. There's voice cracks coming through because it's so fucking dry here.
Well, you made it through. It's on to our Chibi Champions,
Jesus
baby.
Christ. And now we're going on, yes, as you said, Chibi Champions. All right, Butler Rat has now done his first real stream collab, and I spent almost the entire stream dying from laughter. I love that. I love that so much for you. Laughing is important. It's apparently the best medicine, but also vaccines are great too. Our next one is Swamp Wizard.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Ba, 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 ba.
And our
Ooh.
newest as of literally like
Oh
a
my
minute ago.
Gosh, who is this? I'm not going to get any of these references. So
It's because it's for animated context.
Oh, what? Plot twist. Mizuka is watching Ground Control to Psychoelectric Girl as she mutters, I way more psychoelectric than her.
I don't get the reference either, but I'm sure it's a good one.
Sure. I don't know.
If you want to join the podcast at the if you want to join us, I'm leaving all of this fucking in. If you want to join our Patreon at patreon.com/animates, you can support our show. And if you want to check out our YouTube channel, we're releasing tons of YouTube shorts featuring both our cast and the cast of Animated Context, as well as some long form videos. We got some more long form coming up here in the future. And you can also check out our socials and our TikToks and all that kind of jazz, all at Animates for the handle. We were lucky to snag that, including the OnlyFans, which you don't post on, but we do have just in case.
Listen, if you want feet pics, I will fully sell them to you on our OnlyFans.
Gotta pay that mortgage somehow, baby.
Hell yeah.
Anyways.
Jesus Christ. We need to end this episode.
We'll catch you next time when we watch episodes 5, 6, 7, and 8 in 2 weeks from now.
Man, what a first episode. Strap in,
Oh,
everybody.
look, we don't have that crushing weight of Neon Genesis, so now we can just like, because before I could fuck with you in a way of like, ooh, will they, won't they? But I can't
Ooh.
do that as much with this, so I got to be a bit more of a shit disturber in other ways, you know? I've got to
Oh,
play
okay.
devil's advocate, even if sometimes I'm not going to want to, but sometimes I might just have to.
I was like, sometimes I want to reach through the screen and slap you, but
Wow,
mhm.
rude.
Hey, I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Oh, see you next week.
Bye bye.